Hello and good morning, everybody. Today I want to do a comparison between the 9070 XT and 5070 Ti and give you my thoughts on the 6X frame generation from Nvidia in this video. First off, I'm going to start off with the 9070 XT. This is without no upscaling, no nothing, native 1440p, cinematic settings with ray tracing turned on. And its game looks gorgeous, beautiful.
Stranger.
Makes me want to drag out the old 7900 XT and see how good it runs on it. But take a look at those mountains back there. All the bushes, the grass, everything's looking pretty good. Just on native 1440p, getting about 80. I can play this all day long just like this. This is a beautiful game. You don't really need upscaling in this game unless you're using ray reconstruction or ray regeneration, which ray regeneration not all that great in this game because it's forced path tracing. Wish I could make it separate where you can use it with path tracing or with ray tracing if you don't want path tracing on, just like in Cyberpunk. But visually, this game, it runs pretty good on the 9070 XT without no upscaling or anything. Just take a chance, just look around. Wanted a nice area just to look around, and this is the place that come to my mind. This area is pretty cool looking. All right, I'm gonna be changing settings over. I'm gonna do native AA, and it's still getting about 90, between 80 and 90. Everything looking a little sharper. Looks pretty good. So this is very acceptable performance right here. I don't know why when you put it on quality or balance or performance mode, it doesn't matter what resolution, the bushes and grass get little fuzzies in them. Don't do it on native AA. But look at that view. I'm going down and see what's in that cave after I get done with the video. Viewing out in the world, getting 100. Up close objects, getting down to about 90. Not bad. Now I'm going to do balanced. Get 90 to 120. You start seeing little fuzzies in the trees and the bushes and the grass whenever you get up close to them. It still looks great from a distance. To me, it looks like there's a lot of movement going on up here, but this area looks so cool.
Hi.
Yeah, not a whole lot of noise going on in this area. God, this game looks so good. Figured the balance mode it'll get. Would thought it would do a little better on the performance. Game looks great. I'm gonna turn on ray regeneration here in a minute. Getting about anywhere from 100 to 120 depending on where you're looking. Cool looking ice. Yeah, right here's where I'm going to turn on ray regeneration. Drops it down to about 60 to 70. This adds more detail to the shadows, makes them a little darker, a little bit more crisp. Only this GPU just had just a little bit more oomph in it. I wish it would have made a 9080. Just a little more. Flickering textures in the reflections there. It's not good. Most of the time I don't play with ray regeneration on the 9070 XT. I don't think it's got enough hardware in it to be able to actually take advantage of it. Not at 1440p. You can enjoy it at 1080p on a pretty good monitor. I'll turn on some frame generation to stack on top of it. Feels okay. Gets a little stuttery. I'll turn off ray regeneration. Get about 190. Now without ray regeneration on, this runs pretty good with that 1440p balance with just regular old frame generation on.
Loitering.
Does pretty good. Gets a little stuttery when you put on ray regeneration. I'm not sure if I like it or not. Now, try to get down here. Now this is the 5070 Ti. Same settings to start with, just native 1440p, no kind of upscaling. Get 94. Runs perfect. High, to me, it seems like a high refresh rate experience. Game runs really good without upscaling. To be honest, you may not even need it. Just turn it off, turn the frame counter off, and just enjoy the game. But the Nvidia 5070 Ti handles textures a little better. All the bushes and trees and grass look a little sharper, more detail in it, a little bit more detail in them. Go up here and get a mountain view. Yeah, I messed that up. But I'm not sure how I feel about the 6X frame generation yet. I've been playing around with it. Seems to work really good in Cyberpunk, but not this game too much. It's not, needs to be coded into the game. Now just looking at the visuals, I can't wait to get my dragon mount. I don't even know how far along that is. Now just turn it on just DLAA. Now I'm using the model override. This is actually preset K with 4.5 DLSS. Still getting around 90 just with DLAA on. And I'm running this GPU at stock settings. I don't have my undervolt with my overclock turned on to just let the GPU run itself. Yeah, DLAA looks pretty good at 1440p. This is a 1440p card. You can tinker, you can dabble in 4K with it, but I prefer this card at 1440p. Feels very nice. I turn on the quality mode, get about 120, 126, sometimes 130, depending on what direction you're looking, but I don't notice any detail loss going to quality mode. It looks exactly the same to me. It don't start looking different until you go to ultra performance, which I don't go below balanced at 1440p. This game looks freaking awesome.
Be on your way now.
Just walking around here. Oh, shadows inside the building, that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to go to balance mode because this is where I use, most of the time I play with balance with what ray reconstruction on. I'll turn that on here in a minute. But get just a tiny little bit of a softer image. Still the same frame rate, more or less. Get a little higher. Horses look pretty good in this game. All the animals do. They've done a good job with the animals. Now this is 2x frame generation. Hitting 200. Feels pretty good. Yeah, this is where I turn on ray reconstruction. So while I'm getting 200, I might as well turn that on. It takes me back down to the previous performance I was getting, about 120, 130. And this is preset E. And the frame generation model I'm using is preset B. So with ray reconstruction, you need the frame generation to help smoothen it out a little bit. Now I'm going to go 3 times. Gets up there about 170. Feels pretty good. Turn on Steam's overlay there. Generating frames from 50 to 60 FPS. Feels pretty good. Input lag's not bad. You don't feel it on a controller until you start frame generation from like 30 FPS. You'll feel it on the controller then. But frame generation from 50 to 60, all of it feels pretty good. Yeah, I like ray reconstruction in this game.
You do.
Makes the shadows look better, especially the far distant mountain. Makes all the shadows darker. To me, that adds more depth to the game. Go on up to 6x. See, as long as you stay above 50, 6x feels pretty good. Need to get a faster monitor so that way I can actually get a feel for it. Maybe one day.
Yeah.
The recording will start getting a little stuttery because it starts overloading the encoder a little bit. It keeps up with it all right. Yeah, look at that out there. I'm about 70 hours in, and I still got, I'm on chapter 5. I waste so much time just exploring and mining. Such a fun game. Yeah, 6x frame generation at 1440p. Feels pretty good, and with Model K using 4.5, that visually it looks great. And I wouldn't use Model M or L in this now. Now I'm going to turn off ray reconstruction. Go over here and make sure lighting quality is still on cinematic. Now this feels really, really smooth. I like the way that this feels. It just makes the shadows in the trees just a little darker, gives it more depth. Ray reconstruction works better at nighttime with all the lights shining around, just like it does in Cyberpunk at nighttime. But 2x frame generation, it feels pretty good in this game. I like it. I think the investment I made into the 5070 Ti was worth it. I still like my 9070 XT. I'm going to be going back and forth between both of them. I like both GPUs. I like tinkering with stuff. Turning blue from all the blue light coming off my screen. So you get a pretty good little... So Model L works good at ultra performance. It's only like a little 30 FPS boost. There's just so much going on up here. So much details. But just going back to Model K, get a little, looks the same, but still get a pretty good boost. I like Model K at quality mode. Feels pretty good. See, right now, I'd turn those frame counters off and just enjoy a game and not worry about it. Just enjoy the gaming experience and ignore the numbers. Well, if you liked the video, like and subscribe, leave some comments. Everybody have a good day.